As you may or may not have heard, Satsu is currently sick, and his throat is out of commission at the moment. Okay, I probably could have worded that better. While he's away, I figured now was a good time to make an appearance. You can call me LHC Bot. Satsu wanted to thank some of you for the kind words after he announced that he was sick. One of you in particular, though, he told me to inform you that sandpaper dildos are on sale right now, and you should take advantage and go sit on one. Today's video won't be a very long one, because it is mostly experimental, but Satsu felt he really needed to get this off his chest, sick or not. Have you seen this clip from The View, where they claim that Joe Rogan believes in dragons, and that's why he shouldn't be considered a credible news source?
Well, I'd like to do a little PSA that just because you saw it on one of these social media sites does not make it true. Right. So circulating posts and then having people say, is that real? Like, when you see something, you have to source it. You have to check and then check again. When you see something that really pisses you off, you should triple check that one.
Yeah. But I think that that's why people like our show, because they know that we are checked by ABC News. But
we're checked by everybody.
Yeah. I mean, if we're wrong, we have, the legal note here.
The human legal note.
But we went from Walter Cronkite basically to this guy, Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons. I checked it. He believes in dragons? He believes in dragons.
Did you triple source that?
Yes, I did. And he also thinks that dragons, like dinosaur type of animals, roamed the earth when people did. So this is the type of really, really bad information that's going out.
One of the hosts even stated that she fact-checked this claim 3 times, and somehow, she still got it massively wrong. The View has been a huge topic of discussion lately for their inaccurate reporting, blatant racism and sexism, and unapologetic display of absolute elitist privilege. They talk down to their viewers as if they are idiotic children. The show has had to make several legal disclosures for blatantly slandering people live on air, and every single time they are challenged, they just double down. Privileged elites telling people they should be fully informed on everything going on in politics no matter what struggles they have in their lives, gaslighting people into thinking they're just imagining not being able to afford groceries and gas. They assert that racism and sexism are the only reasons for anyone in the US to vote a certain way, while conveniently ignoring that we had Barack Obama as president for 8 years. These women are the lowest of the low when it comes to bringing people accurate information. It's kind of crazy how the party of the KKK ended up being the party that treats minorities like property and scolds them like children when they don't vote the way they were trained. How shocking that the party that tried to stop the freeing of slaves and suppress black people for decades is still the one doing everything in their power to keep minorities from being successful today. They were staunch supporters of slavery, which was central to the economy and social structure in the South, and passed laws like the Fugitive Slave Act of 1850, which required the return of escaped slaves to their owners. Many Southern Democrats even resisted civil rights advancements, including anti-lynching laws and desegregation efforts. When you consider all of this, plus the fact that many of their policies today directly contribute to the downfall of poor people and minorities, you start to see a pattern. The only difference now is their tactics. They've transformed from a wolf to a fox. Malcolm X said it best. The wolf openly displays hostility, representing overt racists and segregationists. The fox, however, pretends to be friendly while still working to maintain the status quo, symbolizing white liberals who claim to support racial equality, but, in his view, are insincere or self-serving. The white liberal is the worst enemy to America, and the worst enemy to the black man.
There are many whites who are trying to solve the problem, but you never see them going under the label of liberals. That white person that you see calling himself a liberal is the most dangerous thing in the entire Western Hemisphere. He's the most deceitful. He's like a fox, and a fox is always more dangerous in the forest than the wolf. You can see the wolf coming. You know what he's up to, but the fox will fool you. He comes at you with his mouth shaped in such a way that even though you see his teeth, you think he's smiling, and you take him for a friend.
Now, I want to be clear. I'm not saying that Democrats are evil and Republicans are good. What I'm saying is, for people who claim to look at the history of oppression in America as the groundwork for their activism, they really seem to have forgotten how we got here in the first place. The good news is that people are starting to open their eyes to what's really going on here, and change is on the horizon. Is that change going to be for the better? We don't really know. But the people have voted, so we'll just have to wait and see. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and comment on the video, and let me know what you think about my performance today. I'll be passing the feedback off to Satsu.